Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. Today I'm going to be answering the question of the hour that I've been seeing pretty much every single day in the comment section down below. And if not in the form of a section, kind of like a statement. And that question is, do you need to pull for Diene if you already have Tamarinne, or vice versa? And I see some people say that since they already have Tamarinne, they'll be skipping on Diene, or that since they already are pulling for Diene on this banner, they're not going to choose Tamarinne from the selector. And I'm here to tell you that is just not good thinking. While on the surface, they may appear to fit very similar roles, they are extremely different in how they're used, right? Diene, right? Attack buff on her S3 for all her allies. Tamarinne has it as well on her S2. You guys will also see Tamarinne has CR push on her S2, and Diene also has CR push for her team as well. They both have cleansing, but they are very different in how they function. So starting off, let's talk about Diene. Diene's banner is currently running, guys. In my previous should you pull video, if you guys want to hear a complete thorough breakdown on why she's so important and how to build her, check out my should you pull video on Diene. But for the most part, you're going to definitely want to pull for her because of how powerful she is in PvP. Now, it's not to say that she's bad in PvE at all. She's still very decent, but Tamarinne is just the best unit in PvE. So until you get Tamarinne from your selector ticket, you can actually use Diene in PvE, and once you get your Tamarinne, you can actually take your Diene off your PvE gear and put her on some PvP gear. Now, why is she so good in PvP? Well, you're going to see attack buff, very good. Crit hit resistance buff, also very good. Now, there is some RNG factored in, but this RNG, if it works in your favor, is amazing. Also, you'll see she cycles very fast with her own CR push on her S3. Her S2 has a cleanse, a barrier, and the best part is if you run her on the exclusive equipment for CR pushing, you can actually boost your team CR as well, making it so that she can actually work in cleave teams, she can speed contest, and even if you're not speed contesting with her, she cycles very fast and buffs your team, and she has even more cycling with her S1, so she cycles very fast. If you have her on an artifact called Rod of Amaryllis, or even her own artifact, she will heal her team very quickly as well because of how fast she cycles and how often she uses non-attack skills. Also, with her exclusive equipment release, it's easier to build her very quickly. She is the best Soul Weaver in the game for PvP right now, hands down. You could argue some other units like Amelia and stuff like that, but in general, for overall performance, Diene is the best Soul Weaver in PvP. You can use her in World Arena. She's first picked very often in World Arena. And even in the World Championship for Epic 7, she was picked pretty much every single game almost. She's very powerful in Guild Wars and Arena offense. In fact, my Arena offense team consists of Diene, Adventure Ross, another free unit you can get, and then just whatever DPS unit that you have, like Spectre Tenebria, Arbiter Villager, Landy, Seaside Bologna, even like Fire Charlotte, pretty much anything works, even like Rem. And then your fourth unit is whatever flex unit you need to fit the team you're fighting against. So, if you run Diene, AROS, DPS, plus whatever unit, you can actually auto your way through Arena. That's why I think Diene is so powerful. Not only is she so good in World Arena, guys, but in Arena offense, she can be a part of your first non-cleave Arena team, and that is really beneficial because you can literally just auto through the Arena, and you don't have to worry too much about, building your cleave teams super fast as you go up the ranks. So yeah, Diene is very powerful, guys, for PvP. Best Soul Weaver, that's what you definitely want her. You guys might be wondering, okay, what about Tamarinne? Tamarinne has a pretty similar kit, right? I can't deny that. Why isn't she so good in PvP? Well, the thing is with Tamarinne, guys, is you guys probably already know her S3 starts on cooldown, and it is a very long cooldown. Now, this is basically a 4-turn cooldown instead of an 8-turn because every time you use a skill, it will decrease the cooldown by an additional turn. And the reason why she's so bad in PvP is because, you just don't do anything for 4 turns. Her S2 is a heal for her team. It's okay, but pretty pitiful compared to Diene's if you have her on Rod. Her S1 is really terrible in her normal form. Whereas Diene, she doesn't have anything on cooldown at the start of the battle, so she affects the field immediately with those buffs, and she can even CR push her team immediately as well, making her a lot more flexible. For that reason, you don't really see Tamarinne at all in PvP, so you're not going to really ever want to bring her there. But for PvE, she is amazing, right? Bosses don't cleave your team, right? You can actually, survive very long in boss fights, and usually in PvE, the fights take forever, especially in like harder areas of content like Expedition, Automaton Tower, Abyss, even Ancient Inheritance and stuff like that. So you're going to benefit very well from Tamarinne because in longer fights, Tamarinne does outshine Diene. Now, Tamarinne has that full cleanse. She basically has everything you want in Soul Weaver. She has an attack buff, CR push, a lot of healing. Her S1 also has an AoE Dispel, and also will trigger a dual attack from the ally with the greatest or highest attack. Very, very powerful. This unit is crazy, crazy strong, and she doesn't even need that much investment. Like you'll see on your screen here, I have her on 4 pieces that are, not reforged, right? And what I mean by that is like either PvP gear from the Conquest shop or even some gear from Ancient Inheritance. And I have a non-reforged piece on her chest because I don't need to reforge it. And like her gear requirements are super low. Like I even have her on a flat HP ring, which is technically better on her. She's not even fully awakened either. And I still use her in pretty much everywhere for PvE. You literally take her in Ancient Inheritance if you can. Expedition, she's good in pretty much every single expedition, even Ice Expedition. She's very, very powerful. You can use her in Automaton Tower. She's the best Soul Weaver in Automaton Tower for everything. For Abyss, she's the best support or Soul Weaver for every single floor, barring like very, very few. In Hell Raid, she's the best Soul Weaver for every single boss. For Golem, she's the best Soul Weaver. For Azumnak, she's the best Soul Weaver. For Katie, she's the best Soul Weaver. So you're seeing the point here. She's just extremely powerful because of how powerful her kit is. She has so much built into her kit, it's very overloaded. Only problem is that, yeah, her S3 starts on cooldown, which is why she does not get any PvP play. Now, you guys might be thinking, well, can't I just use Diene in those areas of content and, do the same or at least maybe a little bit worse? Kind of, you can use her in those areas of content instead of Tamarinne, but trust me, Tamarinne makes your runs so much quicker, so much safer, and she literally requires no investment, guys. That's why she's so good. You can literally put her on your worst Soul Weaver gear, slap her on a 4-star Soul Weaver artifact, this Potion Vial, or even Magarajas, and she will carry your team and make your runs a lot more stable. You definitely want both because one is specialized for PvP and the other is specialized in PvE. Best way to think about it, guys, is you have the best PvP Soul Weaver here and you have the best PvE Soul Weaver here. Now, Diene can be used in PvE, like I said, but you only want to use her until you get Tamarinne. After you get Tamarinne, guys, you will stop using Diene in PvE because of the fact that you get Tamarinne, who's just a lot better and kind of does what Diene does but better. And also, alongside Tamarinne, you're most likely going to be running like an Angelic Montmorency or an Adventurer Ross or another support unit. So you don't really want to run Tamarinne and Diene together anyways. Hope this cleared some stuff up, guys. A lot of people, I see so many people in the comment section say that they don't need both. Trust me, you definitely need both. I'm a late game player. Every time I play PvP, guys, I'm using Diene in a lot of areas of content. Every time I play PvE, guys, I'm using Tamarinne in pretty much almost all areas of content. So you definitely want both. I think even if you are not, too worried about PvP right now because you're newer to the game, still pull for Diene because you're going to get into PvP faster than you know it. Progressing in Epic 7 is a lot quicker than other gacha games. And if you do get to the point where you're PvP and you don't have Diene, you're going to be a very, very sad person because the 2 best attack buffers right now are Diene, who's a limited unit, and also another unit known as Meteor Cowrick, which is an ML 5-star. So you're definitely going to want to pick up both. Also, saw someone say that they have Amelia, so they don't actually need Diene. That is also wrong. Amelia is only better in very aggressive cleave teams, but Diene can still fit that bill. She can work in cleave teams and aggressive teams as well, while working in defensive teams. So no matter what, guys, make sure you get Diene. If you don't have Tamarinne from the selector, I definitely recommend her as well. That being said, guys, hope this video helped you guys out and cleared things up, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.